planning to get married this spring, just as soon as I graduate from high school here at Otori.
What did he say?
What?
Oh, congratulations. That's
Anyway,
great.
so hey guys, it's your fave Black Ethot here, and today we are doing the dollar store Imvu character look, or just me trying to imitate one of those pretty bad girls on TikTok. So if you want to learn how to go from this to this, keep on watching. So we're going to start off with sunblock because I was leaving the house today, and I'm doing the 2 fingers rule. I've been trying to do this more consistently because I'm getting old, and I know it looks like a lot, but it is going to blend out. I definitely recommend this for a drugstore brand if you are looking for a sunblock that doesn't leave a white cast. Next, we're going into the Sacha Buttercup powder, and I'm actually going to set my eyebrows just to make sure that my pomade doesn't slip and slide around. After that, I'm dusting off the excess. Now, using my pomade, I'm going to be brushing up my brows and basically just getting a nice shape in there. When it comes to these girls, their brows are pretty, like, I would say vibrant, like they're pretty dark and nice and defined, so I decided to just go with the natural curvature of my brows.
We're planning to get married this spring, just as soon as I graduate from high school here at Otori.
What did he say?
What?
Oh, congratulations. That's
Anyway,
great.
so next, I'm being the efficient person like I am, and I'm using some Gatsby glue gel to set my brows. Now, I used to be obsessed with the Benefit Brow Setter, but this actually holds, and it makes your eyebrows look a little bit more fluffier, and I definitely recommend it if you haven't tried it. I know it seems a little ghetto, and it might be, but it's good. Next, I'm taking a pretty light concealer, and I'm going to be carving out just the bottom edge of my brow just to make sure that it's nice and crispy. To blend out, I'm just using my ring finger because, well, honestly, I think I was just too lazy to get a beauty blender. Next, I'm taking my same Milani foundation as well as the Ordinary Serum foundation, mixing that together to create my actual skin tone and also to build up some nice coverage. I do go in with the Milani foundation a couple of times because I didn't feel like it wasn't as like full coverage as I wanted it to be, and I'm trying to look perfect here. So yeah, I'm just adding more of the conceal and correct. Next, I'm going to be apparently struggling to take out this cream contour. This is just a LA Girl Pro concealer, and I'm going to contour all of the hollows of my cheek, my jawline, forehead, nose, all that. And instead of taking a very fluffy brush, we're taking a very small brush and keeping it super concentrated so that we can have a very heavy contour. And I ended up going back in with more concealer just because I wanted to be more sculpted. Like, as you can see, it looks kind of a bit patchy, but after I do everything, it looks way better, trust me. Taking the same light concealer that I did before, I'm going to be using only this one to conceal my under eyes as well as highlight it. You could kind of see the shape I am making there just to have a nice lifted eye, and I'm going to be putting that on my eyelid as well, just to kind of brighten that area too. I was kind of in a rush with this one, so I didn't let the concealer bake on my face like I usually do. So I just took a foundation brush and kind of patted out all the creases. Next, I'm taking the same powder And I'm basically powdering my whole face. This is something I never really do. It's because I don't like the look of a matte skin, but on the U characters, I always super matte, get super highlighted. So that's what we're doing today. And I'm not really baking, but I am packing on the powder, if that makes sense. After I felt like I wasn't highlighted enough and it kind of dulled it, so I decided to take the same light concealer and I'm just kind of adding a little bit more of highlight. And this was, I shouldn't have done this because it kind of made my concealer cakey. You're not supposed to put liquid over powder, but you cannot tell inside this video, so that's a plus. But yeah, I'm just patting it down with a foundation brush. Next, I'm taking the Natasha Denona Glow Bronzer and I am bronzing the hell out of my face. Again, you see it looks kind of patchy, but it kind of works out. So we are just going all over the face, hitting the cheekbones. This is just the NARS, I think, Orgasm blush, one of them. And I am just hitting like the high points of my cheekbones. I'm not going to the apples like I usually do. This is just to create a more lifted and more mature look. I am going to hit the nose though because I have to. Next, I'm taking like a dirty foundation brush and I'm kind of blending everything in because I realized it was kind of patchy. This is just a cool tone bronzer. Well, actually not really. It's a foundation powder, but I use it. And I'm contouring the hell out of my nose. Like, I need my nose to look almost non-existent. Like, if you look at IMVU characters, their nose is basically the size of a pimple. So, yeah, I'm really carving out my tip too. And, like, I don't even blend, as you can see. Next, we're going inside eyeliner. Again, this is just my cheap ass eyeliner that I always use. I'm basically doing my liner almost as regular, not as thick, and I am taking that all the way down to my tear ducts and kind of making that cat eye effect. It turned out pretty cute though, so it might get into my regular makeup rotation. To clean up my wing, I just take my dirty old beauty blender and I kind of run it under the wing just to make sure it still looks super sharp. And here I'm just basically doing the inner tear duct wing. I don't know, what do you call that? I'm making myself look like a cat. Cat cosplay. Next, I'm just taking my same powder and kind of baking my under eyes just to, again, brighten up the under eye and make it super duper highlighted. And now I'm just taking my same Kiss lash glue and double gluing it as usual, putting glue on the lash as well as my eyeball to make sure that it has lasting power throughout the day. Now I'm just taking a white kohl liner to make my eyes look bigger, heating it up with a lighter. And make sure you test it out on your skin before you go inside your eye line because I don't want y'all to be burning out your eyes. I'm rubbing that along. This one is by NYX, by the way, and I'm going to take the same method with a cold liner just to create a little bit sparkle, and I felt like the white was a little bit too harsh for this look. Yeah, so we're just going over it with the gold. So now I'm just taking the Cover FX Custom Enhancer drops just to create a very blinding and extra highlight. I barely blend this as well. Again, we want everything to be kind of exaggerated and a little bit harsh. Now I'm doubling down with the Master Chrome Effects highlighter by Maybelline, and I'm going over all the places that I used the cover drops in. Now I'm taking the lip liner Cork by MAC, and I'm going to be overlining my top lip by a lot. I never really overline this much because, well, as you can see, my lips are pretty naturally full. But yeah, we're just gonna focus on the top lip itself and just line your bottom lip like you normally do, just to create that doll-like IMVU look. Next, I am taking a concealer. This is a random one that I don't like using, so I'm using it for my lips. And this creates a really neutral and natural looking nude lip. So yeah, I just basically fill that in and kind of blend it out with my lip liner just to make sure that it has a nice gradient effect. After that, I took a Essence lipstick that was a little bit cooler than my skin tone and added that on top just to make it a little bit more neutral. Next, this is a lip plumper. It doesn't really plump up your lips like I thought it was gonna be. Like, this one is from The Balm, by the way. But yeah, it doesn't really do the plumping up effect, so I don't really recommend it. On top of that, I'm using a good old beauty supply store lip gloss. This one's my favorite, the one that's pink and then a tube like this, definitely my favorite. And I'm putting a bunch on and basically mushing that together. And we almost done. Now I just need my TikTok star moment. All I basically did was just curl my hair really tight and then whip it back and forth to get a blown out look that I've been seeing all over on TikTok. And yeah, I guess that's it. So that is it. This is the end result. I think it turned out pretty cute. I feel pretty cute. It's definitely more matte than I usually go. I usually don't overline my lips like this or do my eyeliner quite like this. So, and it's way more highlighted, and the contour on my nose is super duper harsh, but I think that looks pretty good. I definitely feel like one of those pretty black girls on TikTok, and like kind of an IMVU character, but a very low budget one. Yeah, so let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know what look I should do next. I have like 2 videos kind of planned that's coming soon. And yeah, with that being said, this is the end of the video. If you made it this far, thank you, and comment down your favorite fruit down below. Yeah, follow me on my Twitch if you like gaming content. Follow me on my Instagram if you like fashion and cosplay content. Subscribe down below, turn on your post notifications, and yeah, I'll see you there, and I'll see you next time, and bye.